Everybody, welcome to the May session of Ask Me Anything of the Tucson Mac User Group. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a
Um,
question. Presently, I get my cell service through T-Mobile, but I'm on a family plan with my stepdaughter, and she's leaving town, so I need to get something new. And I was considering consumer cellular. Is that still a good service?
How much data do you use a month, Logan?
Hardly any. I just, it's just a cell phone, and once in a while when I'm in a store, I'll get on their website to find out where stuff is in the store, but that's about it.
Do you have Xfinity for TV,
Um,
or are you Cox where you are?
I'm on Comcast.
Okay, if you're on Comcast, they offer cell service
Okay.
for a single line with up to 1 gig of data a month. Is only $15 plus tax.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And right now they're throwing a promotion. If you haven't had them, they'll give you or if you bring your phone over, they give you 1 year for free.
Wow.
So you may want to go into one of their shops and
Yeah.
talk to them.
Okay. Thank you.
okay. Is it okay? Done with that? Can I ask my questions?
Hmm.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Update that. Um, I've asked this question before and I've forgotten the answer, so I've got something here to write with to make sure I note it down. Just one moment here. I'm signing into my laptop. Uh, this is a very elementary question, and then I have one that might be a bit more involved. Um, how do I check how much space is left on the internal hard drive of my laptop? This is my uh, newer laptop, which I've had since 2018.
Do you see the icon for Macintosh HD on your desktop?
Just a moment here. Let me dock some things here. Oh boy. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on a second. Um, do I see? Yeah, on my desktop. Yeah.
Okay, click on that
Okay.
once and then hit Command I.
I I double clicked it. Um,
How to change the background in a
click
Zoom
again.
meeting.
Command I.
Command I. And
Oh,
it'll tell you how much is used and how much is available.
okay. All right. Click once on desktop and command I. Okay, great. Now, I get these messages every once in a while offering updates. And the options are now or an hour from now or tomorrow or remind me later or some or actually remind me tomorrow or later. And I'm not sure if these offers are legit. I'm not sure. And if they are, I'm a little scared because I'm worried about not being able to access, like my MP3s or MP4s. Or do you know anything about this
It sounds like system software updates.
that I'm being offered?
Well, that are ready to install.
Uh-huh.
So, like if you have, I don't know what operating system you're on, but if there's an interim software update on it, it'll warn you if you haven't installed it within a few days or a week that it's available and you can install it now or you could update tonight or update later.
Uh-huh. Well, this has been going on for ages, and I just never had a chance to ask you guys about it until now. Um,
Chances are you could update now and just sometimes it'll take some time to do the install, then you should be fine.
the operating system I have is Catalina.
That's extremely old.
It is. I'm aware of
Yes.
that. So you recommend I just go ahead and do the updates?
Well, it depends on what version of Catalina you have. It'll update you to the latest version of Catalina.
Let me just see for a second here. Um, oh, so it's offering to update the operating system?
Yes,
Okay, it is version 10.15.7.
that's the latest. So it may be wanting to install like OS 11 or OS 12 or something like that.
Okay.
So,
Now, yeah. Um, a kind of related question. I used to think, until fairly recently, that an MP3 is an MP3, as an MP3 or a PDF or a MP4 or any of those things. Um, and until one of the women in this group said that, say, an MP3 or a PDF or an MP4 or anything that I create, whether it's audio or visual um, or written, if it's created on an older system, it might not be openable in a newer system. That's what she said. You remember that?
not if it's a standard format. So
Not.
MP3s, MP4s are standard, PDFs are standard. So those will be able to be opened. It doesn't matter when you created them. Even if you created an MP3 in the 80s, it'll still be available to be open now. Um,
Oh,
if
so I
it's
was.
proprietary, like
Uh-huh.
say back in the 90s, we had AppleWorks and you had
Uh-huh.
a .cwk spreadsheet, there's nothing that opens those now because the software for that is no longer available.
Oh,
LibreOffice will open up some of the old AppleWorks files.
Yeah, and I'm just using it as an example. There's always workarounds, Ridge.
uh-huh.
I mean, I haven't found any files I haven't been able to convert yet, but
But Kevin is absolutely right. PDFs and MP3s and all those will be openable forever, for however long
Uh-huh.
you live.
Oh, okay. That's a great. I could have sworn somebody in this group said that if they're created on a, well, there's something. Oh, okay. Well, the MP4s that I created on my dash cam can't be opened on my older laptop, which is from 2014, and it runs on Mavericks. Um,
right. Well, so what MP4 is a container.
uh-huh.
What it will determine whether a system will open it is whether the codec that was used at the time was available back then.
The
So
what
like
that was?
they have like right now most MP4s are either H.264 or H.265 is the codec that is using for encoding it.
Uh-huh.
Um, if it's an H.265, those came out um, within the last 10 years, as I'm guessing. So if you have a
Uh-huh.
20-year-old computer, it will not be able to read that. But if you created an MP4 on your 20-year-old computer, you will be able to read it today.
That squares with my observations.
So it really depends on how it was encoded, because
Mhm.
if software wasn't available back then, you can't read it.
Right. Well, in general, when it comes to, like, say, a written document that was created in Pages, if I create it on my 2014 laptop, my 2018 laptop can open it. But the reverse isn't true. If I created it on my 2018 laptop, my 2014 laptop won't won't be able to open it.
That's possible, not necessarily guaranteed. It depends on how you
Oh,
save it.
uh-huh,
Um, Apple has gone through several revisions of Pages.
uh-huh,
Um, like for at one point, I think we had pages 9 and pages 7, where 7 couldn't read 9. But then they
uh-huh.
came out with version 10, which made them backwards compatible.
Oh,
So It really depends. I
Well,
mean, most people move forward, they don't move backwards. You're not going to send a document back in time.
right, right. Well, that was just kind of a fluke because I happened to have created a document on my older laptop, and I was on my newer laptop rather, and I was using the older one, and I tried to open it that document, and it didn't open. That's not something I normally did, but it I happened to just do it that time, and or a few times. Uh, but yeah, normally I use the newer laptop for most things, but there's several software programs that I have on the older one that would probably be kind of expensive to replace, so I'm putting that off for a while.
Understandable.
Yeah. So when it comes to the updates, though, on the newer laptop, you would recommend I go ahead and do them when the next time it offers that?
Which machine is it that you have?
Which machine?
Yeah, you said it's a 2018. Do you know what the specs on that are?
This is the one that's running on Catalina. It's
Right.
yeah, the specs. I'm not sure what that is.
So in other words, is it an M series? Is it an Intel series? Um, what size screen does it have?
Uh, I'm not sure how
It,
to answer that
is it a
question.
MacBook Air? Is it a MacBook Pro?
MacBook Pro.
Okay. So is it a 13 inch or a 15 inch?
Well, why don't I look under displays here? 13.3 inch.
Okay. So I'm just pulling up specs here for a second. 2018 13 inch. They made two of those. Nope, they only made one. Has four Thunderbolt 4 ports on it, or Thunderbolt 3 ports. And it'll go all the way up to Mac OS 15 Sequoia. So you have
Wow.
you have quite a few updates available for it if you want to go that all the way
Okay.
up. The newer the software, the more likely are you're not going to have any issues with doing stuff on the web, but you may have issues not being able to run older software.
Right. That's well, on this machine, I'm not as concerned about that. Um, it's the 2014 one, which I used for a long time, that I have the like Toast Titanium and iMovie and even iPhoto, which is still on that, even though I know that's been phased out. And oh, several others I won't bore you with, but um, I still use it successfully. Um, but it's old. But this newer one, that's the one I go on the internet with. So you're
If
saying I
you're
would
going if you're going on the internet, I would recommend getting a newer operating system. Catalina is extremely old and doesn't
okay,
have any of the security updates that a lot of sites want,
yeah.
especially if you
Well,
do any banking on there.
uh, ooh, okay. Well, usually nowadays I've been using my phone for that, but thank goodness. But so the updates, you're confident when it offers me an update, you're confident that that's not some kind of scam. It's something I could safely choose.
Yeah, I don't know of any scam that would give you a system alert saying there's a software update available.
Okay. Speaking of alerts, I've also occasionally gotten
How do you get
messages.
those messages?
How do I get them?
Yeah, will they just show up or what?
They show up in the upper right-hand corner of my screen.
They're not coming by email or text, right?
No.
I think you're good.
Okay. I think I lost you guys. Where are you? Do you see me?
Nope, your video faded out.
Okay, let me get back on. Uh, there we go. Uh,
There you are.
Hello.
Yes.
Who's with the purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain?
But Rhea, you should be fine running software updates. A lot of those times the update alerts on the top right are from the App Store, from apps that you
Oh,
have installed. Like as you said, if you have iMovie, Pages, Numbers, those also get updates and every couple of months, and get an alert saying that they should be updated as well.
well, iMovie is I don't have on this laptop, only on my oldest one, the 2014
Okay.
one. I'll call it the Mavericks computer. I can't even get online with that. I gave up that several years ago. So I just saved that one for iMovie and several other programs that I haven't managed to update or get updated versions of, and it would probably cost a pretty penny for some of them.
Yeah. Software can be expensive.
Yeah, I'm working on a disability budget, so I just have to be patient, use old software.
Any other
So,
questions that you have?
actually, I just remembered occasionally on my Catalina computer, I've gotten some messages saying, I think from Avast, saying that there was some possible compromising of my security, but I haven't been able to figure out what it is because I think I would have to buy something. Oh, darn it. Hello?
Yeah, when any of the sites that do warning that you've been compromised, your email address is compromised, they usually never tell you what website it was.
Right.
Uh,
So I haven't followed through on any of the security measures because it always turns out it would cost money. And I don't know if that's I don't think it's a scam, but I at the same time I wonder about does that sound right to you?
well, yeah, I mean, if you're doing ID protection where you want somebody to monitor your email address and let you know if a site's been hacked, they charge for that.
Oh.
That's
So
typical.
there's nothing I can really do if I get those warnings.
Even if you were to pay for protection, and like say, for example, I have several IDs protection plans that I use. I'll get an
Uh-huh.
email saying that your email address was found on the dark web,
Oh.
and they have your email address and your password. That's great. They don't tell me what site was compromised. So
Mhm.
I have passwords to 400 websites. I'm not going to go in and change 300 passwords just because I got an email saying that one of them was compromised.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like that kind of thing.
And even if you do pay for it, that's all you're going to get.
Ugh.
Which
So,
is basically nothing.
Yeah.
so this protection software is kind of a ripoff. Is that what I'm hearing?
Eh,
Yep.
No, because they offer more than just warnings. If you get compromised, they help you with things. But you have to read the fine print on them. Avast has one, Norton has one. Norton uses what's the one that used to be advertised a lot? A LifeLock is Norton. I don't know what Avast has, but like I have Bitdefender for antivirus, and they have their own ID protection and all that stuff.
I see.
So
Well, I guess that's all I had. So, but you don't think it's particularly urgent, in other words, that I act upon this?
I wouldn't think it's urgent at all. I mean, you
Uh-huh.
would know if a password was compromised because you would try to log into something and they would have changed your password.
Oh, okay. So as far
So
as I can tell, that hasn't happened.
yeah, you should be fine.
Well, thank you. I think that's all the questions I had for now.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
when I read my email on my iPad and I want to, I have my folders, TMUG, for example, for multiple years and everything. It's followed by a year. And at the start of the year, I started being able to file into the -26 folder. And now on some websites on my iPad, it offers me the first choice it offers me is the website or the folder 25, and I have to go back and choose to folder 26. Have any idea what could be behind that?
I don't understand what you say. The first one it offers.
Well, there's went on the top of an email, went on mail on an iPad. There's a
The
trash
move
can,
button.
a trash can, yes,
Right.
yes, and a move button. And if you used it previously, it offers you to it guesses where you want to go.
Correct.
Okay, so I don't use that many. I don't use that many moves. But for example, lately, I don't know whether it was to TMUG. When I want to move it to TMUG 26, it offers me TMUG 25, and I've got to go and find TMUG 26 and move it there. And the next time I go back there, same thing. But now it's not consistent.
Right. Eventually what'll happen, and this will probably be towards the end of the year, which will piss you off again. It'll start doing 26. And then when you make 27, you're going to get 26 throughout most of the year until it realizes that you're using that again. Apple Intelligent is not that intelligent always. So yeah, no, you're not alone. I've seen that on several things that I have done. One of the things that you could do is make a rule in Mail to automatically move those into a folder, and then every year update that rule.
Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense.
So this way it's automatic, but you will have to check that folder for new email.
Okay, sounds reasonable. I'll try that. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't have my mic turned on. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you do. Hi, Benny.
Hi.
Anybody else have any questions?
I have a minor problem.
Oh, what you need, Susan?
I use Finder all the time, and generally it's fine. But for applications, they are listed from Z to A. And when I look up what to do about it, I don't have the option that it says. So it says to go to view name and then change the order, but I don't have that
Right.
option.
So what you need to do is if you open up your applications folder right now,
Yes.
it's listed with Z on top.
Well, actually, it's mostly organized with Z on top.
Okay, you see where it says name above the first application?
Yes.
Click that.
Oh, that's where. Oh, okay.
Now, if you click it again, it'll reverse.
Yeah, okay. I didn't see that. It said to go to view, which I did. So that was incorrect. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. That worked.
Okay.
That's one of those things that is so obvious and so easy if you know it.
Exactly.
But if you don't know it,
Right.
you don't know it.
Yeah. Actually, two things are out of order. One is utilities. It's at the top.
Okay, so that's differently. So what you need to do on that is, hold on a second, let me open up my applications folder and see where that is. Uh, okay, above where it says name, you see where it says group?
Yes.
You want to group by none?
Okay. I did that, but it didn't change anything.
Now click on name again. And you may have to click twice to get them in order. And the other one was, let me see here. So and then under the view menu, okay,
Yes.
you want to go sort by name
Yes. Well, that's
instead
what
of by kind.
No, I've got it. Sort by
Okay.
name.
Okay, then you should have, it starts with A and utilities should be at the bottom under U.
Should be, but it isn't.
Is there a space in front of the U in utilities?
That's a good idea.
Or is it
But
grouped with a bunch of folders? That's the other option.
yeah, well, utilities is a folder, but where where do I go to move it?
So when you're in your applications folder and you're sorted by name, does it have all the folders on the top or all the folders on the bottom? Or is everything alphabetical, including folders?
I've only got two folders. One is airfoil, and the second is utilities.
Are
And
they right next to each other?
Yes, and they're right at the top.
Okay, so let me figure out. There is a way of doing that. Let me see here. I haven't done this in a while because I hate that feature.
I'm a librarian. Everything's got to be alphabetical.
I agree. Uh, there was a setting, and I got to remember where I saw it.
I might have it, Kevin.
Go ahead, Bob.
If you're in applications and view as list,
Yes, that's what I've got.
you might have it set for, you say, I see name, date modified, size, and kind. If I click on kind, all the folders go together.
Yeah, you could do that too, Bob. But I think what she's done is under the view menu.
Yeah.
If you click on view, make sure you use groups is not checked.
It's not.
Okay, then check it and then uncheck it.
Didn't change anything.
Okay, then do this. Hit Command J.
Yes.
You see the little window that pops up?
No.
Okay, click on your applications folder.
Oh, got it.
Okay, here's what you want to do. The top two, one always open in list view and browse in list view should be checked.
They are
Group by none, sort by name.
done.
Icon size should be the one on the left,
Oh,
not the one on the right.
that's interesting.
And then text size would be 12 or 13, depends on what you like.
Well, 14.
Okay. And then once you hit use as defaults, then everything should be alphabetical with utilities at the bottom after everything else.
I checked uses defaults and it didn't change.
Hmm.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, in Finder settings, on the Advanced tab, about halfway down, it says there's a place where you can say keep folders on top, and you can uncheck it where it says in Windows when sorting by name.
Ah, I forgot about that. Yes.
I missed the crucial first couple of words.
When you go into the Finder settings, that's in
Ah,
the upper left-hand corner under Finder settings, then in that window, look to the Advanced tab. That's the one furthest to the right, the fourth one.
yeah,
And if you click on that, halfway down, it'll say there's a place where it says keep folders on top. And there's a check mark, I think, that you might have where it says in
yes,
Windows when sorting by name. If you uncheck that,
brilliantly. That's probably the answer.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Yep,
used to be
uncheck
under
it.
the Command J.
Yeah, uncheck that, and I think that will
yep,
fix it for you.
that did it.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
I have something to add to the antivirus topic. Macworld Online reviews all kinds of Mac antivirus software, and they have recommended some free programs, no cost whatsoever. And I have placed into the chat window the name of a recommended free antivirus program for the Mac. It's called Avast Security for Mac.
I wouldn't use it.
Well, in any case, it doesn't
Uh,
cost anything.
well, it doesn't cost anything, but it also gives you a lot of false positives, especially if you use Photoshop and stuff like that.
That's the one I have.
So, yeah, Avast has been known to do a lot of false positives. I've checked most of those for clients. The one I used to recommend was Sophos, but they're no longer free.
So what do you recommend?
I use Bitdefender, um,
But
and it works real well for me. I mean, you could try Avast if you want. There's a bunch of other free ones like AVG that you could try, but everybody's experience is going to be different. Gerald?
I haven't used an antivirus since about 2005. I have no viruses in my computer. I'm very careful about what I click on. So I'm the antivirus in my house. But I haven't any problems. If I see something I don't like, I either turn off my computer or I pull the plug.
I thought that Macs had antivirus and anti malware built right into them.
They have XProtect, but with the advancements in AI, new stuff is coming out almost on a daily basis.
You mean
So,
new scams, you mean?
not just scams, but they're putting, you could go to a website that yesterday was great. Today it'll inject a virus into your computer. So it's hard to tell. I mean, I don't have, um, how should I put this? I've done scans and it has come up with files that it says are questionable that I didn't download on my computer, but when you do research on them, they say they're part of a new virus that came out, like say 3 days ago.
Hmm.
So that stuff is
I'm
out
not
there on
seeing
the
any of
web. It
those
really
messages
depends on what you do. Was that Gerald?
I'm just not seeing that kind of message, you know. Once in a while I'll go I don't go to very many websites I don't want to go to. You know, I mean, I don't just go out and start clicking around. I know where I want to go, I go, and if something changes, then I figure out what's going on. But the thing is, I think if you're careful, if you keep your computer security up, make sure the Apple software is working correctly. You know, you turn off things about don't download software from unknown developers, that kind of thing, you know. And do some of those things, and be very careful about stuff that comes over that you don't know what it is.
For most people, that's true, but another thing that I've noticed on a lot of my clients, I'll go into their house, I'll look at their settings, and they'll have a newer computer. You go into their permission settings, and something as simple as XProtect, which is Apple's protection,
Mm-hmm.
they've turned permissions off on it because they weren't sure what it was.
Gatekeeper too.
Yeah, Gatekeeper should be on. And it really depends. Again, it depends on what you do. I do security stuff on computers, so I'm on the dark web frequently enough that I need an antivirus.
I could understand.
But even though I need
I don't
one,
do any of that, so
I have never gone to a website and gotten infected. So yeah, crossing fingers and hope it stays that way forever.
And then there's Brian Krebs on security.
You know, again, it really depends on what you do. Also, a lot of antivirus software will slow down your Mac. So you have to be very careful on that for what your needs are.
Okay, it's time to take our break before the general meeting. So you can talk amongst yourselves, but we're going to stop recording.
Okay, I'll say goodbye. I can't stay for the general meeting, but it was great seeing you guys again, and I hope to see you in June.